There are some key levels here for Bitcoin that I want you guys to pay attention to. Bitcoin is at a critical level, and we can see some downside anytime from this moment. Well, this is not guaranteed because, of course, crypto, we can never predict exactly what will happen in the market, but we can look at the different indicators in the market, what the chart is saying to predict the next move. And so far, when we look at the weekly time frame, we can see the structure that Bitcoin is forming. It shows that Bitcoin has been moving sideways on the weekly time frame, building some resistance and support that if say it breaks either level, we might see either an upside or a downside for Bitcoin. And we all know that Bitcoin is the alpha, and when Bitcoin moves, other altcoins will move. And if say you want to make massive profit in the crypto space, you need to pay attention to the price action of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And when we go to the daily time frame, we can see clearly that Bitcoin has been forming this strong support here, that Bitcoin has been trying to break this area here, and it has been difficult. Anytime Bitcoin comes to this area here, we see a bounce back to the upside, but now I think we might see a bounce to the downside. And if this happened, then we might see Bitcoin go right down to about 23,000, or in the range of 23 and 24,000. These are all areas of demand and supply. And if say you understand how these are being defined in the market, or as you go about investing, then it can help you to know exactly when you're going to buy and exactly when you're going to sell. And if say we follow the rule of support and resistance, then you're going to understand that this area is a strong support area. And whenever you see price move towards the support area, it means there's going to be more demand or more buy pressure. And if say we see this zone tested 3 times, then we might possibly see a downside to the next zone. And this is exactly what is about to happen here. If say we break this zone here, then it will be terrible for Bitcoin. Well, terrible for those who are longing Bitcoin at this point in time. And if say we see Bitcoin move back to the upside, then I think the movement will be like this, back to retest this zone. This zone is in the range of 30,000 and 31,000. And if say Bitcoin breaks that zone, then if we go back to the weekly time frame, we can see exactly where Bitcoin is heading towards. And the zone that Bitcoin will go towards is about 40,000 or $36,000 per Bitcoin. So looking at this structure, it will help you to know when the market sentiment is down and when the market sentiment is up. And if say we go to the lower time frame, we're going to see, looking at the VRVP, it shows that if say Bitcoin breaks this level here, like you can see the volume here, the liquidity here is low. And if we see a break to the downside, then we might see Bitcoin go to where I mentioned earlier, to around 24,000 or 23,000 price range. And if we look at the lower time frame, like at the 1 hour time frame, we can see here that from this level, this is the super guppy strategy, and from this view, we can see that Bitcoin has been in a downtrend from the 1 hour time frame. And if you follow these indicators, you can actually understand when you're going to be taking out profit, or when you're going to be selling or buying Bitcoin or your cryptos that you are holding. Those of you who are holding Floki Inu, Baby Dogecoin, BitGet Wise, and other coins that we talk about on this platform, looking at these structures, it can help you to know when to buy these coins and when to sell this coin, or when to just stay out of the market. At times it's good to stay away from the market when there's so much uncertainty, and you get back into the market looking at different indicators or different price action like support and resistance. I always talk about support and resistance because it's the basic fundamental of trading or looking at the chart. So if say you understand how to read support and resistance, then it's going to help you to make the most from the market. And again, we say we look at this lower time frame, it's clear that where we might see Bitcoin go. Okay, we see Bitcoin, there is this long week here that ended at this level here, this area. I think Bitcoin is going to that level, that's 26,800. And if that's the case, then we might see like maybe a rebound from this zone, or it's gonna go more downwards. But if we look at the RSI, we see that there's kind of a diversion here on the RSI. Even though it's not that clear, you can see here that from this level here, there is this even though we are seeing some sort of like upward trend, you can see I think this is more like a divergence. So to an extent, I think we're gonna see maybe Bitcoin might try to go to the upside before maybe plunge to the downside. But whatever the case is, I think if say we look at the bigger picture, like for example, let me bring in these indicators here so we can see clearly. Okay, we can see that Bitcoin is trading below on the 1 hour time frame, below the 50-day moving average, the 200-day moving average, and the 21-day moving average, which is a bullish sign. Each time price move towards the 21-day moving average, we see a massive push to the downside, and the same with the 50-day moving average. And if say we start seeing Bitcoin trading above the 50-day moving average and the 21-day moving average, then we might say it's a time to start buying. And if say we look also at the MACD shows that Bitcoin is in a downward trend. You can see it's below this level. And if say I look at the stochastics, it shows me that in the short term, like 4 hour time frame, we might see an upside movement. But still, I think the direction that Bitcoin is showing us is more to the downside. Right, we might see something like this. Let me show you guys. We might see something like this with the price of Bitcoin. It might like do something like this, then pull back to the downside. So you guys should actually pay attention to those areas. And lastly, if say we look at this stats, whenever I see more people longing than shorting, it means the price is going to the downside. When I see more longs than short, I always trade the opposite side. So in this case, I'm looking at Bitcoin going more to the downside. So you guys should be careful. If say you want to buy more, you should wait a little bit and see that the indicators are pointing towards a bull market. But of course, you can make money trading this on Bybit regardless the direction. So if say the market is going down, you can short it, and if say it's going up, you can long it. And if say you want to trade this on Bybit, the links are found below this video. Use my link and I'm gonna get some bonus. This is gonna be a way to support this channel, so make sure you use my link below to trade on Bybit. That's it, guys. Hopefully this content was helpful to you. If say it was helpful to you, make sure you smash that subscribe button, thumbs up, and share with someone else out there. Having said that, guys, see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the